put my driver in, and then I'll call you back later.
We have harness issues. Well, if your truck does not want to regen, your truck's giving you some way out codes, you might want to check your harness. Harness is bleeding oil through it. So what happens is the little gaskets, they wear out and the oil starts going through the harness, and then it goes down to your computer, and then your computer starts sending you out some crazy codes, and eventually the trucks will start turning off. So best thing for you to do is swap out that harness. So if you don't want to, if it doesn't want to regen, or if it's sending you some crazy freaking codes, 8-9 codes at a time, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be that harness. So instead of throwing money away and having the mechanics just clean that little part just to make it look good, check out your engine before you take it to the shop. And if you're leaking oil from your harness, that means you got to swap out your harness. So right now I'm in Fontana at Walters. So we're going to get that swapped out. It's probably going to take the whole day or half of the day. So if you're leaking, if you're having a whole bunch of codes, just look at that before you start putting any other kind of money into it. Well, fellas, as you guys can see, truck is in the shop today. So I decided to come home and play with my beast. It's my grandbaby right there. Okay? Yeah, that's you, buddy. But yeah, fellas, my best advice to all you guys. I know this is hard to ask for, but if you take a little interest in your truck, that would be your best bet on how to run your truck. My best advice to all you guys is, if you know what's wrong with your truck, take it straight to the shop, have them fix exactly what needs to be fixed. I know a little bit about that engine, so I'm 99.9 sure that that harness needs to be replaced, and that's why that truck is giving me them check engine lights. But that is the best way to show up to the shop, is just to let them know, hey, replace this, instead of them putting it on the computer. And because one time I went to a shop and I was having electrical problems, and come to find out that the truck wouldn't regen. But the thing was that they put it on the computer and they said something was loose, something electrical was loose. So they tightened up the cables of the batteries. They went around the whole truck checking it to see, make sure everything was tight and sensors were snapped on and everything. And they tried to let me go. And I asked them, you know what, can you put it on the computer and do the manual regen? Fatso. And so they ended up doing the manual regen, and with the laptop, and then come to find out, it was a sensor on top of the DPF filter. So that's what I mean, fellas. If you take a little interest in your truck, that's my best advice. Know your engine. check out a lot of YouTube videos, people posting, what their problem is on their truck. That way you kind of get a hint of what's going around. I mean, what's going on with your truck. And don't just go to one mechanic. Get a quote from different mechanics and see what kind of quote you'll get for the type of job that you need. Like for instance, yesterday I was having problems with the truck. It wasn't turning off or anything. It was just check engine lights kept coming on and off, on and off. And I called one shop. One shop quoted me at 1,800 to put that harness on. Another shop quoted me at 1,000. This shop right here, Walters in Fontana, quoted me at 600. So shop around, fellas. Shop around. If you're having the same problem I was with the harness, oil going through it, you have a few days. You have a few days before that truck starts turning off. I mean, I could have did it the easiest way, kept running it, kept making money, and then unconnected the harness from the ECM or the computer, and then cleaned it out, and then snapped it back on, and then I'd be able to run for another day or so. But I just need to just replace the damn harness. So, and I know this is hard to ask for you to know exactly what's wrong with your truck, but believe me, if you dip your hands in that engine, eventually you'll get the hang of it. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful. If you're out there driving, drive safe, be safe. We'll see you guys on our next video.